Before the pharaohs, the gods were born. From the union of the sky and the earth came Isis, destined to be the greatest of them all. Her very name means the throne. She is the seat of power, the divine authority that legitimizes every king who rules Egypt. She was the mistress of magic. Her knowledge of words, of power was greater than any other god. Her will could bend reality itself. She ruled alongside her brother husband, Osiris. Together, they taught humanity civilization, ushering in a golden age of peace. But their happiness bred jealousy in their brother, Set, the god of chaos. He plotted to destroy Osiris and seize the throne. Set tricked Osiris into a beautiful chest that was actually a coffin. He sealed it shut and cast the king into the Nile. Isis was devastated. The queen of heaven became a weeping widow. She cut her hair, tore her robes, and began a desperate search. She wandered the world in disguise, never resting, searching every corner of the earth for her husband's body. She found him in distant Byblos, where a massive tree had grown around his coffin, hiding the god inside a king's palace pillar. Using her magic, she retrieved the chest and brought Osiris back to the safety of the Egyptian marshlands to mourn. But Set found the body. In a blind rage, he tore Osiris into 14 pieces and scattered them across the land. Undeterred, Isis transformed into a kite. She flew tirelessly over Egypt, searching for the scattered fragments of her husband. She found them one by one. With powerful magic, she reassembled the broken king, making his body whole again. She beat her wings to create a magical wind, breathing life back into him just long enough for one final act. In that brief moment of revival, she magically conceived their son, Horus, the avenger who would one day challenge Set. Knowing Set would kill the heir, Isis hid inside the dense papyrus swamps of the delta, raising Horus in secret. Danger was everywhere. When a scorpion stung the child, Isis used her supreme magic to stop the poison and save his life. Because she saved her own son, she became the great healer. Mothers across Egypt prayed to Isis to protect their children from harm. She raised him not just to survive, but to rule. She prepared Horus for the day he would claim his father's throne. When the time came for war against Set, Isis was Horus's greatest advisor. Her cunning was as valuable as his strength. But Isis desired more power to ensure her son's victory. She set her sights on Ra, the king of gods, who was growing old. She crafted a magical serpent from Ra's own spit and earth, leaving it on his path to bite the unsuspecting god. The poison burned with magical fire. No god could heal him because the serpent was made of his own divine essence. Only Isis could save him. She demanded his true name, the secret source of his ultimate power, in exchange for the cure. Broken by pain, Ra yielded. He gave Isis his true name, making her the most powerful magician in the universe. With her supreme power, she ensured Horus defeated Set. Order was restored, and her son was crowned king of Egypt. Her worship spread far beyond Egypt, to the Greeks and Romans. She became the universal mother, the goddess of 10,000 names. Her temples were the last to close as the ancient world ended. Philae, her island sanctuary, held out for centuries. She is the archetype of the devoted wife, the protective mother, and the powerful magician who conquers death itself. From the mud of the delta to the throne of the stars, she is Isis, the great enchantress, the queen of heaven.